What's going on today, guys? Hanging out on a Sunday afternoon. About to shoot some videos so that I'll have some to release later this week. But I wanted to do a quick little pocket dump. It's Sunday. I just want to let you guys know what I'm carrying. I'm still carrying this drop.com Perpetua and still trying to feel this Nitro V out. I have to sharpen it. I feel like I've got it dull enough now to need a sharpening. It came very sharp. It feels like it's a fine grained steel, so I think I'm going to polish it, and I may do that on video. I should have cleaned it up. I was doing some pruning yesterday with it in my next knife that I'll show you, but I have honestly been carrying this thing every day since I got it, and you can see all the pocket lint and stuff in there. I really do like this knife a lot. Something that I didn't mention in the original review was that the Benchmade axis lock, the patent on that has expired. So now we can legally see more knives featuring that axis lock. It's a great lock. I'm glad that other people are able to use it now. Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, somebody owning a copyright to their lock design or any design, but it's going to be interesting to see what other makers are going to do with the axis lock. Just so that you know, their assisted axis lock is still patented, so you will not see that. Although I think a lot of us are not really interested in something like that, but who knows, maybe I could be wrong. The Nitro V has been awesome. I need to sharpen it. I'll probably do it on camera. You can see I did chip it a little bit up front here. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. I ran it into something, and you can see I've kind of worn out that edge. If you guys have been around my channel a long time, I use the back of my nail. But usually if you bite down your edge into that and try to slide it around and it doesn't slide, then usually that's a good little quick test for me to tell me if I need to sharpen it before I carry it or not. You can also use like a Bic pen if you don't want to eat up your nails. You can hold a pen out and just kind of put your edge on it and see if it scraped along the side or whatever. Okay, so I'm cheating a little bit, but I wanted you guys to know that I put in work with this Benchmade fixed blade here. This is the 632 made in USA. Now this is Sunday, but yesterday I spent a couple hours pruning our bushes and stuff like that. And yeah, I use the right tools, but sometimes you do need to just get in there and cut some stuff, or maybe cut some of the bigger weeds out to throw it in the bin or whatever to get rid of it. It is 420 HC, if I'm not mistaken. I've been really impressed with it. This was given to me by my cousin. I really do appreciate it. He is an avid hunter. He bought one and he loved it so much that he bought another one for me because he knows I'm such a knife guy. I really do appreciate it. He knows who he is. It's awesome. It's a 5-inch long blade. I can do a proper review on it later, but it's a very high hollow grind paired up with this clip point blade. And the stock is not ridiculously thick, so it still cuts really well. Again, I can do a proper video on this one later. Full tang, made in USA, exposed on the back there, so if you need to pound with it or anything like that. Very impressive, USA made, and micarta grips on it. Comes with this sheath. I customized it a little bit by and I don't know if it was right or not. I kind of regretted doing it, but then again, it was super useful just yesterday when I wanted to throw this on my side. So I cut the belt clip there. I don't know if I would recommend it, but I did it so that way it will slide onto my belt super easy. Now when I take it off, I do have to use my thumb to push it off. I can't just pull it off because it would just pull it off the belt. Also, if you wanted to try to go in the waistband with this, you just take that screw off, flip this thing around, and then you could clip it inside your waistband. I don't know if that makes sense, but because of how this sheath is designed, about that much is going to be inside your pants. So you can see I didn't leave it like that, but I did test it. It works. It's a little wide and thick. I don't know why you'd want to waistband a big old Bowie clip point hunting knife like this, but maybe that would help cutting it. Again, I don't know if I'd recommend that. I would recommend the knife. It's like $70. Cuts great. You can see where I was pruning some stuff, some bushes and stuff. All right, so what do we do next here? Let's get to the light. I am carrying this Olight SR1 Baton 2, and I know that's a mouthful. I have an official review I'm getting ready to shoot right after this video. Spoiler alert, I really like it. And I have the other one right here to compare to it. So this is the SR1 Baton, the original. So great light, especially for the money. Just an incredible value. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Olight though. So there you go. I have a little bit of an update on my watch, my Apple Watch. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into that now. I don't know if you guys followed my first pocket dump when I come back after being gone for like a year, but my watch kind of like broke around the edge and the screen popped out, and my Apple Care had just ran out. So I was kind of bummed, but I was like, I'm not mad at going back to my G-Shocks, and that's the honest to God truth. I love the Apple Watch, but I also really love the G-Shock, and the G-Shock's a lot tougher, obviously, right? So I was okay with it. I didn't rush to buy another Apple Watch, and then it was about a month after mine cracked, and talking to some other people who watched that video, they had said that theirs cracked the same way, and then I had a couple friends who theirs had cracked the same way. I was like, there's something to this. Well, must be a lot of people's cracked the same way, because Apple agreed to fix the Series 2 aluminum case, and it had to be purchased within a certain time frame or something. But anyways, all I had to do once I found out Apple had I don't think they had to do it, so I don't think it was like a big lawsuit or anything, but they agreed to fix them all. If it had cracked a certain way around the edge, and mine was like picture perfect. So if you have a cracked Series 2 aluminum frame, you might want to look on the Apple website and see. Mine got fixed for free. It took about a week, and all I had to do was take it to a Best Buy. I was going to go to an Apple store, but the Apple store was like almost impossible to get a appointment with, within the time that I could get there type thing. So Best Buys now are able to send your stuff into Apple for you, because I guess they had to say that it was okay to fix for some reason. I couldn't just send it to Apple. I called them. It was like an hour phone call. Just save yourself the trouble. Call Best Buy, tell them you need an appointment, and then they'll send it in, and everything should be okay. If you cracked completely around the edge, mine got fixed for free without Apple Care. So, I just thought it was kind of cool, because usually it doesn't work out like that. But I didn't really miss it. That's what was so crazy. I told you guys I'm not going to rush out and buy one, but at the same time, now that I have it back, like, I'm glad I have it back. But, I don't know. I'd still recommend it if you're in the market for a smartwatch. It's nice getting your texts. It's nice knowing your steps and all that stuff. But at the same time, when mine broke, again, wasn't rushing out to get the newest and latest and greatest. I just went back to my G-Shock. So if you're happy with your G-Shock, maybe just stay. I don't know. I have that AirPod 1. I don't want to open these things. They're grody. Use these things all the time. Take a lot of calls on them. Don't do it for the meme. It's just they're so useful. I'm not an Apple fanboy, but it does look like it, huh? Filming on this XS Max, something like that. iPhone, I don't know. And the wallet. Let's move on to something you guys actually want to hear about. This, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I guess I can open it. I have a review coming on this. This is the Ryan Popoff leather wallet. I have really liked it. I've got some other wallets that I have to test to do the review on and carry and use. But you can see I've been carrying this thing a long time. Really recommend it. And great. Let's open it up, see if I don't give away anything here. just look forward to the review. You can see I'm carrying my Hinder pen, nothing new there, and my little touch thing. I don't know, what do you call those? What are they? Stylus. Yeah. Got that real cheap on AliExpress. And for the wild card, it's Sunday. I'm carrying a little pocket puzzle. Been working on this thing and getting nowhere. So this is a Hanayama puzzle, cast puzzle. They're around $10. You can buy these puzzles pretty much at any Target, any Walmart, any Barnes and Nobles. They have a bunch of them. So I could show you guys my Hanayama puzzle collection if anybody's interested. I probably have about 10 or so of them. And even more twisty puzzles if anybody wants to see any of that. It's just disassemble it and assemble it back. And they're around $10. This one's only a level 4. But I haven't been able to get nowhere with it. You would think that this ball in the center that moves around, you could just center these things up, right? And then you could pull it apart, because that's, so you think you could spin it on the side where you could just cut that ball in half and open it up. And you can get a little bit with it. There, it moved a little bit. You see how that slid up a little? So I'm on to something there, but I know it's not that easy. Even a level 4, they go up to level 6, but even a level 4 is not that easy. And I've had level 4s kind of stump me for a month or two. I think the padlock, I could show you guys. I've got a collection of these things. They're really neat. I like the engineering that's involved in like the smart way of thinking. And then when you finally solve it, like that aha of solving it is kind of the cool part for me. So you can see, please no hints in the bottom, because I know I can just go look up the solution on YouTube, but you can see like one of these, or maybe even a couple, have like a little lip that's hanging out of that ball. So I bet it's just a combination of finding exactly which way will either let this slide out, or I've been thinking, see that one has a little lip on it too. But that means it has to have a ridge in there, and you can kind of see that right in there. So that lip can slide this way. See what I'm saying? So one of these pieces, there must be a certain combination of these 4 parts that would maybe allow this to slide out a little bit and then slide out one of these wedges down. I don't know. There's whole puzzle channels. Puzzle channels are kind of weird because, yeah, they're cool and a little satisfying to watch, especially if you're not planning on getting the puzzle. But then again, if you do plan on buying the puzzle, once you see it solved, usually you've kind of ruined the fun of the puzzle. So it's kind of a catch-22 on that stuff. I don't know. I could show you guys my collection and give you a little review of them. They're around $10. I recommend them. I like them. I haven't ran into one that I felt wasn't quite worth the money. Some of them have good replayability too, where you can, I think Cylinder is one that I really like, where it feels like you're solving a lock. So here's how they come. You guys have probably seen them. But there it is, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6s are really hard. Most of them are. I've had a 6 before that I've solved really quick. And it was because it wasn't like a smart way of thinking. It was just a certain trick. So, I don't know. All right, so that's my pocket dump. I have my Ryan Popoff leather wallet. Still carrying the Perpetua here from drop.com. Really like it. I recommend the Nitro V. And then yesterday, I threw this in here just because I carried it yesterday. The 632 from Buck. The 420 HC might be a little soft, but then again, it's very easy to sharpen. And also should be pretty durable should you get a nick or anything in it. So pluses and minuses. Steel is not everything when you go to select your knives. You guys know that. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here before 15 minutes passes. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and look forward to the next video. I've got the SR2 baton. I've got the wallet, and also a sleeve to review made by Ryan as well. So there it is, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did. It's always glad. I'm always glad to be able to sit down and make a couple videos here, have some content to release for the next few days. All right, see ya.